Our third fastest qualifier for tomorrow's race is points leader Matt Crafton, defending series champion Matt Crafton. He's a driver of the number 88 Menards Fisher's Nuts Toyota. Matt, what's your take on the new qualifying format, the revisions that have been made?
I liked it. Definitely a lot better than what they had when they were 10, 15-minute segments, whatever they are. Especially, we're going to do exactly what we did right there, and all the fans and all the people on TV can actually enjoy it and don't have to wait and go get a beer in between while we're sitting out there on pit road.
Yeah, I hear you. We'll take, that's Matt, that's why you're the champion. We'll take questions now from Matt Crafton. We'll go over to Chris and Stan.
Chris, NightCatchFence.com. Matt, after what happened last year in the last lap with tandem drafting, how do you feel tomorrow's race will play out with no tandem drafting allowed and only bump drafting?
Crazier yet, because everybody's going to be, instead of just a push, you're going to get hit, and you're going to get hit entering the corner, you're going to get hit exiting the corner, and that's actually worse, to be hit exiting the corner, entering the corner. If you were locked together, you kind of somewhat became one, and they weren't quite as ugly to drive. But I know being the one being pushed and all that wasn't quite as exciting, but like I said, it's going to be chaos for sure.
Stan?
Yeah, I looked at Stan Creekmore with Competition Plus. I looked at your qualifying, and the second round, you were 3 miles an hour faster than both the first and the final round. What was it about your truck in the second session that made it so much faster?
24 trucks on the track to 12 trucks on the track. Just knocked a bigger hole in the air. That's all it was. There was that big, huge pack up in front of me in solder, and I think the 29 was behind me, and it was just all about that big pack, and we just got a huge tow on them. The last one, there wasn't nearly as big of a pack in front of us, so we didn't tow to them near as fast.
Anybody else for Matt? Jared?
Yeah, Jared Turner, FoxSports.com. Matt, have you given any? Hold on one second. Given any thought to what the meaning of a second championship would be? Obviously, you'd be the first guy to go back to back, and I know you don't want to think about it, but it's there. So, what are your thoughts on what that would mean to be the first guy to go back to back?
It'd be cool. I mean, like I said, it's been just a little thought, to be totally honest. All I'm worried about is race to race and going out and win races. And at the end of the day, you win races and you run up front all the time, you'll win championships. And if it's meant to be, it'll be. Like I said, I know that we have fast enough trucks to win the championship and do it back to back, but at the same time, if it's not meant to be, it won't be. And like I said, this is one of the biggest hurdles that we're going to have in the next 5 races to get through, without a doubt. If I can get through this, and I would feel very confident if we can get out of here with top 5, top 10 finish to be able to go to the next 4. Like I said, the next 4 racetracks are definitely some of my favorite racetracks that we're going to.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I got to follow.
Okay.
All of the drivers have talked about this is comfortable until the actual race itself and those final laps and everything. And you follow up this race with Martinsville, which isn't comfortable for any single lap. Are these the 2 toughest races back to back in the entire season?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you wait till, say, 4 to go here, and then you wait for all heck to break loose and us running each other and act like fools. And then at Martinsville, it's pretty much the same way. I mean, we raced a lot smarter for the first 3 quarters of the race, and then there at the end of the race, everybody detaches their brain and starts running into each other. So it's the same thing as we do here. It's just a lot shorter track, and you hit a lot, not quite as hard.
Right over here, Jerry.
Matt, Jerry Jordan, Kicking the Tires. I want to jump one more race ahead and talk about Texas night race and your thoughts on going into there.
I really look forward to going to Texas. We had an unbelievably dominant truck there when we raced there last time, and I said, crew chief, I mean, we've learned more stuff since then. So I said I really look forward to going in there, and then going to Phoenix. That's pretty much my home track. I've raced a ton there, so really looking forward to that as well.
And we'll end with Reed.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Matt, particularly in that second session, looked like a reverse game of chicken. Nobody wanted to go. Nobody wanted to be off pit road first. Was there a last-minute deal making in terms of whom you were running with and how you organized the packs together?
No, the only time I ever organized anything was the very, very first one, and and they didn't do what I wanted them to do. I only had my teammate was the only one that lagged back with me in the very first one. Daryl was supposed to go back there with me, but he didn't, and he missed that round. But the second round, I just waited to back out, and it just happened to be my teammate was the second to the last one, so I was behind him, and I knew he was smart enough to lag back, and at that point, I knew he would do the same thing once we got to the third round, and that's what we did.